Hello to my Scorpios. All right, Scorpios, let's get right into it. All right, hopefully you all are having a great weekend. Hopefully you're having a great weekend wherever you are on this wonderful planet Earth. Let's get into it. Let's do it. All right, let's set an intention for each and every one of you all. This video is for the 19th through the 26th of January. Let's do it. Alrighty. Okay. We have the February. We have a snow moon in February. Full snow moon in Leo for February's full moon that's coming up. I know we're just kind of still in a cycle here. It hasn't closed out yet. And this cycle actually closes out on the 28th of January. But we have the full prediction videos going up on the Patreon side for those of you all who are over there. So thank you for joining me here and over there. Yeah, so let's get into your video. Let's get right into it. Let's jump right in. I've already prayed over everyone's card. Already cleared the space. Let's do it. Here is, I am a magnet for brilliant ideas. I love it. I'm a magnet for brilliant ideas. Okay, let's see. Okay, magnets. Are we talking about refrigerator magnets? What kind of magnet are we talking about here? But anyway, so let's do it. Let's see what's in your cards. Let's see what's in your cards. All right. Okay, these cards trying to do something else, trying to do something different here. All right, cards. Talking to you wherever Scorpio is in your birth chart. Wherever Scorpio is in your birth chart, I am talking to you. This is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. Only take what resonates with you. Only what resonates with you. Let's get it. Okay, so we have the Two of Wands. So somebody is kind of going to get back to traveling. Somebody's going to get back to traveling. Somebody's motivated by traveling, flying the friendly skies a little bit. Here we have the Two of Wands. So something you're definitely not motivated by doing anymore. That's why you got this wand back here. So one thing you're just not motivated by. And for you, it's not all about money. It's not all about money because you're going to get out of what your relationships, what you put into those relationships. So there's a fire sign of somebody not motivated by doing the same things that they're doing anymore. Somebody you used to be, it's like kind of the motivation is kind of wearing off a little bit. And it could be two energies that that it kind of maybe kind of dwindled down a little bit for you. Because of what energies will do for money, you know, how energies make their money, you know. So here we have the Strength card. So one energy you feel like is meek, you know, let's source fight their battles. And another one, you are like, if somebody could be in survival mode. So, but it's really the spirit of things. So one thing you're kind of like on the fence about, talking about your spirit, like not really sure if I'm kind of, one thing for certain is a no. One thing is for certain is a no in terms of just like, you know, but you're emotionally mature enough to kind of So let me give somebody an example of what I'm talking about. We're talking about work, as far as work is concerned. So you're very close to opening up your vault door, like entering into this next phase of life, and a lot of your wishes are being fulfilled, right? So, like for instance, in terms of like your spirituality, something that you have is like can make a global impact. That's why we see this globe here, right? Something you can see doing for money, something you can't see doing for money, right? Like for instance, if you're like for instance, somebody may say, maybe you consider in terms of like spirituality, like, because, you know, the spirituality came before religion, right? Maybe somebody could say, you know, in your meekness, you know, maybe you can if you were raised one religion, maybe you say, okay, maybe I can teach another, like different religious studies or whatever. Just like teach different, belief systems or whatever. Kind of like, to help people to learn different, whatever. You can see yourself maybe doing that to teach people different things. Because that and your meekness, you can let source fight your battles. Because people will attack you. They will. They will attack you. They will try to put you in survival mode. They will half believe you, half won't believe you. Right? You can say some things. You say, I can see myself doing certain things. Certain things you won't see yourself doing. Certain things you're like, okay, you're not gonna be doing nothing strange for change. You're not won't be, and it's not that you judging people. It's just like certain things you just can't. You like. You just don't, you can't see yourself whatever for money, whatever. I mean, certain things you just, like I said, you're not judging people for how they make their money, whatever, but certain things you're not gonna put yourself in like survival mode for money. So one energy you feel like, okay, maybe I could see myself doing that, but another energy you say, no, I don't. I can't see myself traveling the world doing that, making money doing that, whatever that is. I don't know what that could be, right? But you're not judging anybody. Yeah. So, for work, getting money, working, doing that, but you're emotionally mature enough, like I said, you're emotionally mature enough to say, you're not judging anybody because your card is the judgment card, right? So you don't want to jump to conclusions you don't want to be impulsive and jump to conclusions about how people make how people make their money, behind closed doors. I feel like that's what somebody could have done. Somebody could have jumped to some conclusions about how people make money because they were emotionally manipulated by a master manipulator. Somebody could have told you, oh, that's how they able to travel around the world because they behind closed doors popping it. Yeah, and people lying because people got bad knees. Anybody doing popping and dropping like nothing like somebody's hat, but somebody else could be. But you're not judging, right? Somebody could be lying. Somebody's lying on somebody, right? That's why some people let people fight their battles. They like if people want to believe that, let them people believe whatever they want to believe, like whatever. Nobody had time to be defending a lie like that, like. Because it's going to take care of itself. Eventually, it's going to take care of itself, and so something could have caused somebody to lose money, but it doesn't cause somebody to get obsessed, like obsessively, just like, whereas somebody else could be traveling and really, be doing that kind of work. Maybe they got good knees. Maybe they can do whatever, everybody can whatever. So, but emotionally, somebody is I see a lot of your wishes being fulfilled when you don't feel like you need to defend everything to a point of obsession. Every lie that's being told about you, you feel like you need to. Sources saying you're picking and choosing your battles. Everything doesn't feel like you need to. You got to let sources say some things you're going to defend. Some things you're going to say, I'm going to let God fight my battles. It's not even that deep, for real. Like, you want to believe that, whatever. Like, if somebody says, okay, that's not really your hair, what you going to do? Go blow towards somebody? And then what? Then what? It's not that deep. So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying somebody kind of getting back to traveling again, like your motivation is changing. Like some things are just not even work. You're getting back to work, in other words. You're getting back to work. You're right here at your vault door. So it's saying you're getting some money, but you're getting back to work. But what you're going to get out of something is what you put into it. Like you're going to get out of something what you put into it. But the obsession, you're a magnet for brilliant ideas, but you got to make room for these ideas. This window of opportunity is you can't even fit on this card with the ideas that you have. Your head big as a globe, like that big water tank out there. You got all these brilliant ideas, but you can't hold all of this if somebody's obsessed. Like that's a blockage that will block your ideas. All that fire right there will evaporate your water. So if you're around people who are who are like they always jump into conclusions about that will dry up your water. It'll contaminate your water. You're so obsessed you can't move. Right? They think everybody lying about everything. Oh, they traveling here and they got an idea, but the idea is always the worst possible idea. So you got some ideas. You got some ideas. Right? So it's some energies that, like I said before, 3 energies that you probably won't be talking to anymore because they always have the worst possible ideas. They plant these in your fixed sign, and that's something for you. When they start talking, they got the worst possible ideas, and for you, it's because you're a fixed sign, you end up getting fixated on it, and so that's something that you having ideas like, okay, if it's something that's yeah. They're going to have to physically show you something before you believe it. Because if they're just coming to you with they familiar with this and they familiar with that, if they familiar spirits, as far as you're concerned, it's going to be a dub. It's going to be a no. It's going to be a firm no for you. So that's your colleague coming to your office. So my child, I heard, I'm going to need you to go over there. I'm going to need you to, no, I'm working right now. Nope, I don't need to hear that. You can keep it to yourself. Nope. Don't bring me that gossip. My back is turned to you. Don't want to hear it. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Because it's a half truth, and so therefore it's a whole lie. It's a half truth. It's a whole lie. I don't want, unless you physically got something for me, I don't want to hear it. I don't believe it. Don't believe the hype. Here's a Temperance card. You're all about harmony. Trying to see things from a higher frequency. That's what you're about. You're about harmony. Right? Here we have the 4 of Pentacles here. 4 of Pentacles. You're learning how to be a little bit more conservative with your time. When it comes to people talking about financial independence does not mean somebody is rich. Doesn't mean somebody is wealthy. It could just mean somebody is right there, able to just pay their bills on time, and that may be all they have. They may just be eating, who knows, tater tots for dinner. Who knows? But they may be, may be paying their bills, right? So here we have the 2 of Cups here. So I do see a kindred spirit for you. I do see somebody finally, like I said, I see you ending this emotion of allowing yourselves to be emotionally manipulated. Somebody is getting off of that fence of this ending that with yourself, of that spirit of just being led by familiar spirits. I don't know why people get caught up in that at that big age. I don't know why people still get caught up in gossip. Like, who is still doing that? That doesn't produce any growth. Who has time to be sitting around gossiping about people? So yeah, you're not moved by gossip. You're not motivated by gossip anymore. It doesn't produce any growth. What people are talking about, right? It just creates nightmares. And all it does is just invoke nightmares. I mean, people don't even watch It's like scary movies, right? You invoked nightmares by calling the monster's name over and over and over again. Keep saying it over and over and over again. Michael Myers, Michael Myers, Michael Myers. Next thing you know, or what's the other one's name? The other one, whoever the other one name is. You keep saying it over and over and over again. You keep saying the same thing over and over and over again. This person is this. They did this to me. They such and such and such and such. And you keep invoking these nightmares, and you can't sleep because it's the first thing that's on your mind and the last thing that's on your mind. And you keep opening up your ear gate. My manager is so horrible, but you cannot stop going to work. Go find another job. All these familiar spirits. And somebody is left to hold this, all of this, the bag. They left to hold all of these nightmares in their ear. They got to keep hearing this same mess over and over and over again. Everybody just sitting there, doesn't produce any results, causing somebody to have a nervous breakdown. Because people can't stop talking, can't stop flapping their lips, causing somebody to have a nervous breakdown and cry, causing people to lament. Now somebody mad. Now somebody feel like a fool. Because somebody don't know who they are when they look in the mirror. They just feel restricted now because somebody had a nervous breakdown. Somebody had a nervous breakdown because people just couldn't stop themselves. Familiar spirits. It's all fun and games. It's all fun and games. So something was done by 3 people behind somebody's back without their knowledge to cause somebody a nightmare. Yep. To make them look like a fool. Yep, something was done to 2 people behind their back. A master manipulator to make them look like a fool. And people accepted money for it. Three people teamed up and accepted some money for it. Team anything for money, huh? Here's a justice card. Yeah, I'm dealing with some vain and vengeful spirits. Who created something, huh? Yep, who like to create stuff. They like to create nightmares instead of creating dreams. They like to create nightmares, huh? And blindside people. This is what you have in common with somebody. This is what you have in common with somebody. You have a jealous ex. This is what you have in common with somebody. An ex could be ex-friend, it could be ex-colleague, ex-love interest, or whatever. You have something in common with somebody who likes to use a younger person to be shady against to cause them to have a nervous breakdown. Cause a younger person to have a nervous breakdown by causing them to have nightmares. That's why I keep trying to tell people this when Pluto was retrograde, which of course obviously is not, was retrograde, and people were acting obsessed, like they were so obsessed over somebody. I'm like, everybody gotta be calm down, chill out. If you're obsessed over somebody, you're not gonna see somebody who's obsessed with you, they equally as obsessed with you. You're not gonna see it coming. So let me see. 2, what is this? 3. Yeah, you and somebody are not going back. you and somebody are not going back somewhere, because somebody was definitely being shady towards you and somebody, but somebody was using younger people to do this stuff and to make money off of younger people. But we're saying you were doing something, for money. That's what they were saying. You were doing something for money. You were like, that wasn't you, but it was to create some kind of a distraction. Yeah, here's a Tower card. Could have been saying somebody was, yeah. But so something, when you start believing that something is half, you're not really sure, like, okay, I'm not really sure if this is the truth or a lie. That's at that very moment, since you all are also ruled by the Tower card, before you jump to conclusions, that at that very moment you need to start praying, Scorpio. At that very moment, if you feel like it's family, you're familiar with someone, niece, nephew, son, daughter, a family member, church family member, mosque family member, temple family member, blood relative, family member, family, some kind of connection, family, whatever family means to you. That's at that very moment you start praying, Source, give me some answers. Show me in a physical sense that I need to see something, that before I just believe all this talking going on around me, this confusion going. Show me something that I know it came from you, God. Show me what I'm not seeing here. I'm just shut the whole world out. I don't need to hear anything else they got to say, because all they do is just gossip. Show me before I believe anything, because I don't halfway believe this. That's how you're gonna get your answers. You were dealing with two vain and vengeful spirits as part of an organization. These two energies that like to create nightmares. Here we have read. So, you may end up reading something. You may be reading some information about something. Yeah, start asking God to show you in a way that you would understand. I'm getting some downloads, so show me in a way that I understand. So if I need to read it on social media, maybe it'll pop up on a YouTube feed, an Instagram feed, something. It'll pop up in a news feed. Somebody will bring something to me where I can read it in print. Show me where I can see it. Let me see it. Let me read it. In a book, let me read something. Karma. There's nothing from a past life that can't be addressed in the current life. Mm-hmm. Believe in the impossible. All right, let's see what else we've got going on here. Yeah, but somebody's gonna read about something. Yeah, but somebody's gonna read about something. I don't have believers who read anyway either. So, but you're about to raise the bar on your friendships for real. That's you about to raise the bar. You want to elevate. You about to break these karmic friendships. That's what this is. You about to break some karmic friendship. You about to raise the bar on your friendships because you got some karmic friendships. You got some karmic friendships. That's what Source is trying to tell you. Like you entangled in some karmic friendships. You don't even know what half of these people are into. You're connected to some karmic relationships. You're still in some karmic relationships. But something is going to hit different because they are family, because you're familiar with these energies. And so it's saying you so familiar with these energies, so ride or die because you're so familiar with these energies. Like so you're going to read something that's going to be like, oh my God, this is what a karmic relationship is. I'm so busy, so familiar with certain energies. I didn't even realize they were into this kind of... You about to raise the bar on who you call a friend. You're going to want to be associated with certain energies. If people just, I mean, it's like people don't see stuff in social media. Well, they friends, they taking pictures together and all this and that, and all want to be connected to people because they got money, and they want to be connected to people because they got status, and want to be connected to this and want to be connected to that. But certain things you're going to be like, So, yeah. Certain things you ain't going to want to, I don't believe everything I read in print either, but people just be making up stuff. But, these are family members. These are people you familiar with. I mean, well, family. We're talking about family. They accepting money for stuff. You got family members that's accepting money for stuff. These are emotional ties that you have with people that's been accepting money for stuff, or people taking trips and going places and doing stuff. On the dark web, they doing stuff. Everybody got on blindfolds. They create nightmares. Okay, so y'all figure it out. But you getting ready to raise the bar when it comes to friendships, somebody. So... and I'm saying, I mean, remember, take what resonates with you. Take what resonates with you. But you got some karmic ties in your family. But you about to break these karmic ties. So take these blindfolds off. That's what I have for you. Hopefully this has been helpful. But something's about to come out. Something's going to come out. I'll see you all in the next video. All right. Bye.